Hello everyone, you're welcome back to this channel. As the 2027 elections approach, the political temperature in Nigeria is rising, especially that of Kogi State, because we are hearing reports that the former governor Yahaya Bello is positioning himself to secure the All Progressive Congress APC senatorial ticket for Kogi Central. And we also know that Senator Natasha, who also hails from Kogi Central, will also be running for a re-election in 2027. So the battle for Kogi Central is on currently between Yahaya Bello and Senator Natasha Akpoti Udwanga. It is going to be an intense election because Yahaya Bello, we all know, handpicked his successor Usman Ododo, who won under the APC. And these guys are both from the same ward, the same local government, the same senatorial district. And many people are now saying, with the look of things now, Bello is currently eyeing the 2027 APC senatorial ticket for Kogi Central. And we all know that Natasha is there. So the battle will be between Yahaya Bello and Senator Natasha. So if the APC hands Bello the ticket, the political consequences would be very, very immediate and far-reaching, because I'm sure that some other local governments in that Kogi state will also likely to revolt. They will see this move as an attempt to lock down political power in one tiny corner, and they may not find it funny. So protest votes will be swept across the senatorial district, because this particular group will say, no, how can Yahaya Bello go back to the Senate when he was a former governor? Even the current governor is from his own side, he's from his own ward, the same senatorial district. How is it possible? So this can be a threat to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's vote in 2027. It can also be a threat to Senator Natasha Akpoti Udwanga. We all know the bad blood between Senator Natasha and the former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello. And I don't think President Bola Ahmed Tinubu would want a clash in Kogi State, because this would be quite insensitive. It's as if Kogi State wants to be controlled by one particular godfather, one particular family, one ward, and all this would spread, because a lot of people may not want this. Governor Usman Ododo, we all know, is doing according to his capacity. I mean, he's trying very well, trying very hard to please the president, and also to make sure he doesn't have any issues with his political godfather, the former governor Yahaya Bello. So this 2027 ticket, if given to Yahaya Bello, would cause a blunder to the APC and to Kogi State. It will cause a blunder against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's 2027 election. Let's not forget that this same Yahaya Bello tried running for presidency. That was in 2022/2023. Yahaya Bello tried to secure the presidential ticket. Unfortunately for him, he did not win the primaries. I think he pulled out of the primaries after Tinubu successfully emerged. He gave way for Tinubu to emerge for the APC presidential primaries. That was how Yahaya Bello dropped his presidential ambition. So as the 2027 election approaches, we are hearing that Yahaya Bello is eyeing the APC senatorial ticket for Kogi Central. This is a man that was charged by the EFCC for corruption, embezzlement of funds. In fact, he was declared a wanted man by the EFCC. But to our greatest surprise, Yahaya Bello, that is supposed to be in Kuji Correctional Center, will now be contesting for Senate in 2027. Someone that stole Kogi people's money. You see how corruption has eaten deep in our system? In fact, if possible, Yahaya Bello may even contest for the Senate president. Who knows? Anything can happen in this Tinubu's government. So let's just see how everything will play out. But come 2027, I pray and I hope that Senator Natasha Akpoti Udwanga wins for Kogi Central. Because that lady, she is doing marvelously well. Even when she was suspended for 6 months, immediately she came back after her suspension. We saw the massive empowerment she did for her people. And I can tell you, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan is the most working senator we have in Nigeria. When we want to talk about the top 3, Senator Natasha Akpoti should be the number 1 on that list before other senators can follow suit. So I don't think anybody would defeat Natasha against 2027 election. I don't think anybody, not even Yahaya Bello himself. Natasha would defeat them all. Even before the end of the election, Natasha will. And as it is now, a lot of Nigerians are even envious of the people of Kogi Central because of their senator. Because their senator is doing marvelously well, a lot of people are wishing that Natasha was their own senator. A lot of people have been wishing that Natasha is the senator representing them in their various senatorial districts because of how she's doing well. So Yahaya Bello should just face his own and leave anything that concerns running for Senate or anything. He should just drop any thought of, running for any elective position. Because this man, had it been Nigeria is a country that works, this man should be in prison. He should be facing sentence. But what did he do? He went to court. And all of a sudden, the court granted him bail to the tune of how many million naira. He paid the money. And that was it. Yahaya Bello is now a free man. And I can recall that the current EFCC chairman had vowed that he is going to make sure he prosecutes Yahaya Bello. So all of a sudden, the EFCC have now turned a blind eye to Yahaya Bello's corruption deed. All the embezzlement, all the money, he's not being held accountable for. So Nigeria is just corrupt, as in the system in Nigeria is corrupt, that politicians do anything and they get away with it just because he is an APC member. Had it been Yahaya Bello was an opposition member, I mean, the case would have been different. The case would have been different. Someone that was running away. There was a time Yahaya Bello was on the run, running from the EFCC. All of a sudden, he's now being pampered. We wouldn't be surprised if Tinubu gives Yahaya Bello an appointment, who knows, to be an ambassador or anything, because that is what we are seeing. This Tinubu and his paddy government, that is what they are doing currently. We also saw the ministerial list. Rino Mokri's name was there. Femi Fani Kayode was there. A lot of questionable characters were on that list. Tell me how we are going to progress in this nation. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? I'm dropping here. Kindly share in the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye for now.